like, that's shit. I ain't gonna watch it.
I don't know what this is.
And guess what? It's brilliant. 4 hours of my life, I enjoyed.
Did you watch it in one setting, or did you sit it?
I watched it in chunks.
Yeah, I watched it in three goes. It took me.
I watched it in chunks, but it is so good. It's on Sky. Yeah, if you've got Sky Movies, Sky Cinema, Sky Movies, whatever, you've got it. Or you can get a Now TV. Like you got Now TV, didn't you, Reece?
Yeah, and I made a new account, so I used like a separate email address, and I just subscribed to like a 7-day trial.
Yeah,
and I just watched it, and now I've cancelled it.
I think if you've watched the original one, I had.
Brad.
Don't let that, ruin it. Watch the Snyder Cut because it actually makes sense. Like the story, you can follow the story from beginning to end, and be like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Who would think an extra 2 hours would like fulfill some backstory? Don't get me wrong, it's not perfect, and Flash and Cyborg probably needed their own film, and Batman needs his own film to flesh out.
They needed to have more before they should have done this, but
absolutely,
it's still
better.
It's
probably the best way we're going to get.
Online, so, definitely watch it. I think we should do discussions on it or something.
Yeah, let's do a discussion show. Yeah, you going to watch it, Ash, or are you not interested?
Yeah, I'll watch it. I got about 10 minutes into the original one, and that was shit. But this one, I'm actually going to try.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Brad, if that's your attempt to be non-scruffy, you need to do that tie up properly, mate. 'Cause it looks like you're going to a funeral, and you've got pissed.
Yeah, you're either auditioning for Men in Black, or you're going to a funeral. I don't know which one it is.
It's. I'd love to say I was going to a funeral. That'd really put egg on your face, wouldn't it? I've got to nip off to a funeral straight after, actually. My granddad just died. Sensitive prick. All right, now I got told I looked like a scruffy cunt last week, so there we go.
Who said this?
Overcompensating now.
Your mates. Oh, that's all right. As long as it weren't actually someone, like a viewer.
I call them mates. I don't know. I think I'm Reece in that category as well, don't I?
I should hope so. My friend got his PS5 yesterday. He came early, so he came around and collected it. He's playing Avengers with him yesterday. It was really, really good. Anyway, this is episode 40. I can't believe we've done 40 of these things. But yeah, this is episode 40 of the Part-Time Players podcast. This is a video game podcast where 4 pals discuss the week's video game news. My name is Reece Lagden. I am joined by Bradley Seeley.
What's up?
Please say something for the audio listeners.
I said what's up.
All right, and then we'll move on to the next guy. Ash, how you doing today, mate?
Hello. Hopefully my internet will hold this time. I really hope it does.
Hopefully you stay for longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Our views went down after 5 minutes. Clearly, it's just the Ash show at this point. So,
I know.
Yep. And obviously, last but not least, we're joined by the Men in Black, Bradley Moore.
I'm not on mute.
Oh, God. He's audio on then.
Wow.
Dana.
Well,
Dana made you look like mugs. So
there you go. Apologies to the audio listeners once again. Anyway, Ash is going to reattempt, hopefully, to talk about Detroit. We still don't know whether or not he's going to talk about the city or the game, but we'll actually find out this week.
I don't know. Dystopian future, kind of like city or set in RoboCop. Where the man gets covered in chemicals and hit by a car, and he just splashes like a bomb.
Perhaps this week we should make him go last, so he actually stays a little bit longer. You're going last this week.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you're going to go last.
And my one's just about a pawn shop in Detroit. Well, Greasy Geezer owns it. I don't know if anyone's seen that program.
I haven't seen that program. I look forward to the segment. Bradley Seeley is going to be talking about Gotham Knights delay and other games being delayed this year. Bradley Moore will be talking about the new PSVR controller and his impressions of it. And I'll be talking about Avengers, the new DLC for Hawkeye, and the roadmap that thankfully has been finally announced. So who shall kick it off? Bradley Moore, do you want to kick it off with PSVR?
Fucking right.
Yeah, look him go.
So we've got a PlayStation blog this week with the announcement of the new VR controller. Looks pretty good, full of features. Yeah, have you guys had a chance to read the blog post? Have you seen much about it yet?
Seen a picture.
I'm waiting for you to tell me.
I'll fill you in.
Yeah, I've seen pictures. I have to admit, I never read I know it's got haptic feedback, like not haptic feedback, adaptive triggers. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's designed. Yeah. So if you haven't seen it, it looks a lot like the Oculus Quest, which is the Facebook.
Is that actually frozen, or is he just like farting? I don't know what's.
No, he's just really enjoying my segment. He's really. He's back.
He's back. Right.
I'm back again.
Sorry, Brad. Keep going. Sorry,
so it looks, it looks a lot like the There's been other controllers quite similar. It's kind of catching up to the rest, really, to be honest. It's overdue because for a long time we've just been using the controllers or the sticks. What are they called?
Wands.
The wands.
PlayStation
Move controllers. That's the one. Yeah. Move controllers
They're
so
called
old.
wands, and it's called a hat.
And they too thick to be a wand. I mean, one's like skinny, long.
If I went Hogwarts,
mate,
my wand would be like that. So I'd be like, Expelliarmus!
You've got a chode of a wand.
That's a different film. That's not Harry Potter. You've been watching something different, mate.
I like my ones with girth.
Yeah.
Big like a Pepsi can.
It's gone down a dark route.
That's where it starts, isn't it?
Back on track.
Yes. So the PS3 Move controllers are just obviously from an old era, so it needed updating. And now we've got these new designs. They're built in with all the new features that you'd expect with a PS5 to work alongside the new headset or hat that was announced last week. So it comes with adaptive triggers, haptic feedbacks, all what you expect from the PS5 controllers. It's got finger touch detection. So there's 3 finger detection, so it can detect finger movements within the controller. So things like thumbs up, if you lift your fingers off buttons, it detects that. So
that's really good.
Yeah, it kind of detects your hand movements within a game, which gives it a lot more immersion. The tracking is connected to the headset now as well, so you don't need the camera. I don't know if you don't need the camera full stop. You don't need the camera for the controllers, but I'm guessing you don't need the camera for the headset either now. I don't know.
I would imagine you still would, unless it's got some kind of built-in. It depends on the cost. If it's going to be like $2,000, then probably not. Yeah. I don't know how much this thing is going to cost, but I would imagine you'll still need the PlayStation camera, and you'll probably need a new one, not the old one. You'll probably have to buy the new one.
For sure. Actually, that does make a lot of sense. Yeah. So there will be more information coming up. There are only really announcements so far with the headsets, but I'm sure there'll be a lot more information soon. Action buttons, analog sticks. So it's got the analog sticks on the right and left. So they're 2 separate controllers that you can use left and right. Reece, you're quite good at getting those little videos up for these segments, aren't they? So you can run a little pit image or something in the background.
I'll try to, some work there. Flashlight or something, flashlight. I'll avoid that segment. We might get banned from YouTube. So go on, keep going. Sorry.
And it's got grips as well. So there's a middle finger grip. So if you're squeezing, like clenching the fist or picking stuff up, it can detect that as well. So it's just adding all sorts of dimensions to the immersion for VR, which is a little bit, like I said, a little bit overdue with PlayStation. It's kind of like not really innovative for VR, but it's catching up to the rest of the VR world. Finally for PlayStation. So they're clearly showing a lot of investment with the new headset coming out and the new controllers. So it's obviously paving the way for a lot more to come with VR. So that's great news. Yeah, they're black as well, which is interesting because the color scheme so far has been very white. So I guess begs the question: will the headset be black as well? Because
maybe
I was thinking like PlayStation 4 was black, but the headset was kind of white and black. It was black and white, but it was quite predominantly white on the front bit. So maybe they're just doing it inverted. The consoles are releasing as white, and the VR is going to be all marketed as matte black. So
yeah, probably. Yeah, it's going to be clearly a color scheme. Sorry, get my words out of it. So yeah, I imagine we'll be black and white as well, like the console.
For sure. So yeah, looking forward to getting my hands on it. I don't think they'll be compatible with the old VR. So
yeah, definitely not.
I'm gonna have to buy a new headset. In fact, I think it pretty much all but confirms it because because the tracking is controlled by the headset now and not the camera. You have to have the new headset for the
absolutely
to work. So
do you reckon it's going to release fairly soon, considering obviously there's been a lot of news? Obviously, dev kits are already out with developers. They've now shown us the controller. I'm sure we're going to probably get the headset, the hat, by the end of the year, maybe. Hat, Brad.
I think.
So, when do you reckon it'll release? You got a prediction on that, Brad Moore?
September
this year. Or
Yeah.
Whoa. Cool. There's some big claims right there.
That's bold. I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
October then, delayed by a month.
Some month. I don't care.
November? December. No, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't got a clue actually. I don't know. It'd be interesting to look up when VR.
My prediction is November 2023.
November 2023.
Yes.
I've already got the dev kits out.
Yeah.
You know.
You don't think it's going to take 2 years to develop a game for it?
No, I think it's going to take a fucking couple of days. At that push.
With COVID, with everything being delayed by a year.
Well, it's a home system.
I don't know about that.
At home.
No, November 2023. I'm quite confident.
I think this is
at the earliest.
This is the part of the podcast listeners love the most. Us just randomly pulling figures out of the air and like dates. Like,
which is a prediction.
I reckon it's going to be 2025. What's going to be 2025? I don't know, son. You know, I think that's what they love the most. That's why they tune in. You're right. Yeah. It is right. Yeah. I've heard direct feedback, but no, I'm really going back to the controller. I'm really pleased that they've done this because when we had a chat last week about it, I said the thing that's holding it back the most was the controller. And I know you gave the example of like the wands or whatever you want to call them are good for like a gun. But anything else outside like evolving VR games into more than like a gimmick or just a little test thing and turn it into like an actual playing like an RPG, you need a controller where you can do things and move things. And this is the next step of PlayStation catching up like Vive and Oculus and that. Because they've already got controllers like that, haven't they, where you can do all these things, which I noticed when I did the video last week and I was looking at videos for VR on like PC and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, wow, I never really knew much about that because I don't really look into it because I don't have a PC. But yeah, no, it's really good that PlayStation is also now doing the same.
I feel like a right prick got one of them last week. I feel like I felt like a right prick now last week saying the Move controllers are still really good because they're obviously not because
they're like 20 years behind everything else. Yeah,
delete that video. These are brilliant. It's really good that, to be fair, the haptic feedback and the triggers, adaptive triggers, is all for immersion and VR are just a wonderful marriage. So
definitely.
You guys have any
my
thoughts
mate's
on it?
got one of them. My mate's got one of those VR things. You know, the top one. I don't know what the fuck it is. He said he talked about it all the time at work, but I know he can move each one of his individual fingers, which is quite cool. He demonstrates that because whenever we play a VR game, he puts his finger up at me and he dances. So it's
great use of the technology. I can see.
Yeah, 100%. No, it's definitely. I'm really interested in it. I think they need to put some like haptics maybe in them. That'd be cool. Have some haptics in, like a piston which shoots into your head every time you get shot. That'd be cool.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I like it to be real. Don't get shot. It's like real life.
Can you move your mic a little bit, Ash?
Hold on. Well, I can move closer to. I can do this. I can be like a 70s radio DJ.
Just hold it like a football commentator.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got VR.
Yeah.
Sorry. Right. Okay. I'll sit closer to it. Yeah. No. It's. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping that we'll get big things coming from it because I think it needs it. It's been a while since anybody bothered tried to pick it up and run with it. I think the internet's gone again.
No, you're still here. Oh, he has definitely frozen.
Oh, he's gone again. Man down.
Well, he needs to sort his stuff out. Anyway, Brad Seeley, what do you think of the VR? Are you more interested in it now? What's your thoughts?
I'll wait. I'll wait to see what games are on it and what it looks like before I'd get it. Yeah, last time I saw when the original one came out, I was kind of like, it's a bit gimmicky. And I remember you was like, I'm going to buy it. I've pre-ordered it and all that, you know. And then I was like, yeah. And then you ended up selling it because there wasn't really anything to do with it. So, yeah. Yeah,
but I don't regret buying it because I knew what I was jumping into. They were quite clear, like their marketing was quite clear. This is the beginning. Like this ain't the PS4 or VR headset. This is the PS1. Yeah. The games are going to be basic. If you want to jump in. If you don't, wait. Yeah. And I was happy to give it a go because I was fascinated by the test. I'm sure Brad, although he calls it a gimmick as well, doesn't regret buying it. You know, it's.
No, I guess not. I'm a bit annoyed I've got to get another one now, but I don't regret it. No, but
It's like with anything, isn't it? Like you got a new console. You know, you had a PS4 now.
I
You
use
got
it
PS.
every day. I don't use VR every day. I use it 4 times.
Sure.
And it costs a fucking fortune.
Yeah.
Ashley's
Fair
gone.
enough.
Ashley's man down.
Well, I'm glad we chose to not do his segment first this time because, you know, we'll be in the middle of that. Oh, he's come back.
Oh, he's back.
Wow.
Oh, it's
Oh, and he's got a ring. What's
the
that?
camera.
Wow.
It's like,
We can see your ring, Ash.
Yeah, it's like the mirror from Sleeping Beauty.
Great.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know.
Anyway, you done with your segment, Brad?
Yep.
Bradley Seeley, do you want to kick it off?
You go first because my dogs are in here and I need to get them out. So.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This is mad.
Yeah, I was going to say, this absolute episode is mad. We're going to call it Mad Episode 40. This is the name. This is what we're going to call this episode. If you want to subscribe to this madness, please like and subscribe to the video version on YouTube. And we're also on podcast platforms, wherever you would like to listen to your podcast. We post on Mondays. So if you don't want to miss any more mad episodes, please hit that like and subscribe.
This one is going fast and loose.
Yes, yes.
You know what? I've changed my mind. I do want to talk now. So, so yeah, another a trend, a theme of 2021 so far was game delays, and we have another big AAA game that's going to be delayed. So Gotham Knights has been delayed to 2022.
Yep.
Gotham Knights, upcoming title by Warner Brothers Games Montreal, has been delayed into 2022. The company announced in a statement post on Twitter, the development team explains it was going to give the game more time to deliver the best possible experience for players. No provisional date or when. It's just delayed till next year. So it said, while not directly stated, the delay is likely COVID-related as studios continue to adapt to working from home. This is second highly anticipated Warner Brothers interactive entertainment game getting pushed back to next year following the announcement of January that Avalanche Software Hogwarts Legacy will not hit its 2021 release window.
Yep.
So yeah, 2 games, same, obviously, company. Yeah, it's just, this is going to keep happening. I saw a video, an advert actually for PlayStation 5 and Horizon Forbidden West was shown, and it said, "Oh my god, it's the mad episode." The dog's barking now.
It's fine, keep going.
So I saw a TV advert for Horizon Forbidden West, and it said provisional release date 2021.
Oh, don't say that.
I actually took a photo. I'll put it. I'll send you. I was meant to. I don't know if I did send you. Maybe I didn't. But So like you say, Crash has been pushed back. Is then Horizon going to get pushed back to early next year? And then I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it every week. There's no way God of War is coming out this year. it's not happening.
Yeah. There's 2 games that I wanted to come this year. One was Gotham Knights. The other one was obviously Horizon, because I decided God of War's not happening. I have no hopes. And it's like, I've lost Gotham. Please don't take Horizon now. Like that's the one thing I've now got left for this year, which is probably going to come in like November, like really late November. Yeah. If it does come out.
If it does come out, yeah.
Yeah.
Is anything coming out this year? Is there like anything happening this year?
Outriders is coming out to Xbox, Game Pass, and other platforms. But yeah, it's not really a lot. You know, I was looking forward to Hogwarts. I was going to be getting a wand, just a wand,
Once again, wrong game, Brad, wrong game.
But so I've got a few other games here that have been pushed back this year. So yeah, as I said, Gotham Knights has been pushed back. This one, a kick, Brad, where it hurt. Destiny 2, the Witch Queen, has been delayed until 2022. So yeah, that's another one next year. I don't know. This is all that they're dropping them out, and they're saying next year, but they're still not saying like not even like the first quarter or the second quarter. It's just next year. Like
I think Destiny said early, if I'm not wrong, Brad. Did they say?
It did, yeah.
Last time I announced an ambitious and thorough plan for the next few years of Destiny 2. The developer planned to drop 3 major responsibilities in 2022 beyond like the Witch Queen, but now has plans of changing Bungie's delayed expansion to the first half of 2022. So
first half could get hit
January and June. So yeah, that's that.
But then again, Ratchet & Clank was supposed to be a launch window game, and we're getting that late June. So
yeah,
like Who can say? Who knows?
Yeah.
Is that launch window still? June? Like when it came out November the year before? That still don't count as launch window?
No, it's not launch window.
Launch window for PS5 is going to be 2 years.
Launch
window for PS5 is clearly going to be 2 years.
Yeah, I think like launch window for PS5 is going to be until the PS6 comes out. That's launch window.
Yeah.
Gran Turismo 7 again has confirmed that the game was undergoing COVID-related production challenge and would launch in 2022. So that's that one. Hogwarts we've already covered. Lord of the Rings Gollum also pushed back to 2022. So
they should just bin that.
Yeah,
it's just. I was talking about this at work. Who cares?
Move your mic, Mash. You're a little bit quiet.
Better?
Yeah. Thank you, mate. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
It's just. Who cares? Who wants to play as Gollum? I didn't even like Gollum in the fucking film, let alone playing as a little bastard. It's just my little rant. Sorry.
I don't know.
It infuriates me.
I don't know if I'd go into it, but it's got here. Back when new console talk was making the rounds in 2019, Lord of the Rings Gollum was one of the first games to be confirmed for next gen. The somewhat mysterious game originally seemed like it was on track to be a PS5 and Xbox Series X launch title, but that never panned out and is now coming sometime in 2022. So again, it's supposed to come out this year. It's been pushed to 2022. Pragmata 2023. Pragmata 2023 tentatively scheduled to come out in 2022, but it's worth mentioning that because the highlights now long-term industry problems might be, according to Sony, dropped at CES Capcom's mysterious sci-fi game. I'm going to stop because I'm not making fucking sense. It was this was shown at the like the Sony State of Play. It was the one where like there's like an astronaut in the city. There was a video and like the world started turning kind of a bit like Inception. Basically, they said it was going to be coming out in 2022, but that's been pushed back to 2023. So that's not going to be.
If you're CDPR, are you absolutely even more gutted now? Like every big game has been pushed. If they pushed it to this year, like just released it in like May or something, gave himself an extra 5 months, he probably would have come back with all the patches and stuff. It would have been like, wow, they would have swooped up this year.
Yeah, sure.
Definitely. I think that's why a lot of these people are doing it as well, because they're like, oh shit, we can delay now because look what cluster.
People are a bit more forgiving, aren't they? Understandable.
Yeah. So, this is one for you, Reece. I know you're looking for the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake. Obviously, it's supposed to come out in January. Then it's supposed to come out
March.
March, and then it's
supposed to be out now. Yeah.
On February 5th, a tweet updated the game is now simply started coming out at a later date. So
no date, to be announced.
Oddly, 2021 isn't mentioned at all, which could mean a much bigger shift than anticipated is happening. So that one's just kind of
gone. It's gone.
It's gone the way of Dying Light 2. That's kind of like not. They say we're still making it, but this Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2 has been delayed indefinitely after it was scheduled to launch in 2021 because the lead developer Hardsuit Labs has been fired. So the guy is gone, and that's it I've got for here in this list. So basically there was supposed to be a lot of games coming out this year, and they've all been pushed.
Kind of made our episode age really poorly. Remember when we did our episode where it was like 2021 could be like the best year in gaming? It's not aged very well. Don't watch that episode.
We've got Halo Infinite is supposed to be coming out this year at some point, but will it? I don't know. So I think
that probably will. I think Microsoft has like put all their like external teams just to support 343 whatever to get it out, and I think they're giving weekly updates, which I've heard are really good. Like they're quite in depth. Like they're actually giving real like this is what we've done this week. This is what we've done this week. So people can actually see that they are actually working on it.
I'm looking forward to playing that. So hopefully that'll come out.
Do you reckon, I might offend a lot of people here, but do you reckon like devs are really like just taking it easy now because they've got the COVID excuse? Do you reckon they're all at home playing games like, oh, it's all right? It's like surely it took them a month to adapt working from home and they got all their kit there. How's it any different? How's it all these delays, like fucking massive delays because of COVID? They can do everything at home now.
I don't know. I think it's that, but there's a big knock-on effect in it. Like last year, it was films that was directly affected straight away. Films and TV was directed by COVID, and then games wasn't really because they was already in the bag, ready to go. And they said it will have an effect this year because Yeah, I'm not going to pretend I'm not a game developer. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either because I'm not a
I reckon
developer.
they're all playing Minecraft and they're just like COVID can't.
Yeah.
From what
I'll
I
do it,
think, I think the problem is to do with dev kits as well. So each developer only has so many dev kits to work on, and obviously they share them. And there's about communication, and doing it over a Zoom meeting is not the same as being in like a studio together and working together. So yeah, I think that's a part of the problem. Is constant communication as teams. Wow, is Brad gone now? What is going on?
Oh,
no, Brad's on my one. He's just swapped out for some reason. Brad and Brad Moore swapped for some reason.
Has it really? He's gone. He's like frozen.
This episode.
Yeah,
50 is better than this.
Episode 40. I know this is like a milestone. We've done well. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back. Unbelievable.
I've passed on the.
I'm scared. I'm scared to do any more of this episode. I don't know what's going to happen next.
Let's just call it a day. So yeah, that's it, guys. Yeah. So I've got one more. I might as well say now. PlayStation are giving away 10 games. You don't have to be a PlayStation Plus subscriber. You're just going to be able to download them and keep them.
Play from home? Is that what they're calling it?
Play from home, yeah.
Yeah. So
Play from home 2021. I've got a photo of the games. Let me try and find this photo. No, it's not here. I don't know where my photos are. I have them. I have found them. Okay, so we've got Abzu. I think like some of these are obviously like indie games. So we've got Abzu, The Witness, Enter the Gungeon, Subnautica, Moss, Astrobot Rescue Mission, obviously VR. Paper Beast is VR. We've got Thumper, which is VR, and Moss, which I mentioned before, is VR. And then we've got Res Infinite. So that's the first 9. And then I think they're from the 25th of March. You can download them and add them to your library. And then from the 9th of April, you can download Horizon Zero Dawn Ultimate Edition. And like I say, you don't have to have a PlayStation Plus subscription. You can just add them to your library and they're yours. So,
9. I bought that. But there you go.
It's pretty.
It wasn't expensive. I don't care.
Yeah. Because I know, Ash, you ain't finished Horizon, have you?
No, I probably won't bother now.
No, he's not going to bother.
The controls are not aged well. I tried.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, no. I wouldn't go back to it, but I did finish the story. But it's a good game, and it's free. It's not like you have to be even a member of PlayStation.
It looks great though. It's been upgraded to like 4K 60. It's just weird that you can't climb. It's really weird that you can only hop.
That's the thing putting me off.
It's just odd. I imagine that obviously the new one's going to modernize the controls, but it's so weird that it doesn't use no climb.
Yeah. But I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. PlayStation are really kind of at the moment they're kind of doing really well with the PlayStation Plus games each month. I know you guys didn't play it, and I've gone on it about a lot, but like Bug Snacks, that was one of the games that got announced at the
funny game. It's just indie game, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he got
I didn't know you played it. You played Bug Snacks.
I played a little bit.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Game of the year, apparently.
Horror game in it at the end.
Yeah, it is a horror game. So
that's what I've heard.
So, that's what
horror
I'm saying. You got Oddworld. That's that's coming. That's going to be free next month. We've had what's it called?
Destruction All-Star.
The what one?
Control.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. Control,
is that what you're thinking of? Yeah. Destruction All-Star as well, which I still haven't played.
Stars,
we need to download it. I know Brad played it and he played it by himself.
Yeah.
I would like to just download it, give it a go, and if we decide that we don't like it, then we jump back out again. But might as well
I can decide for you if you want.
No, I would like to decide for myself. Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll take your feedback then.
Some good games, good games released on Plus and the play at home.
Probably the biggest one of all is GTA. The fact that we're getting GTA 5 upgrade.
Only the online though. Yeah, you're not the campaign, like the storyline.
I think it's the PS5 upgrade.
What? Yeah, but you have to. I don't think you ain't gonna get like the story mode free. You have to already. I can play it because I've got the. Well, I used to have the game. Actually, I never get it back. But it's.
I'll play it.
Yeah, I should play it, and he'll let me know what it's like, and then I'll talk.
Yeah.
So is it just the GTA Online?
I think it's just GTA Online that's free. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think the story mode isn't.
Yeah, the whole game's getting an upgrade to PS5, like a lot of PS4 games.
Own the game.
Yeah.
And separately, GTA Online is going to be free to play.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they would give you that game for free, even though they've made so
for-
much fucking money off of it.
Yeah, it's been out for like
yeah.
this year.
Well,
would have been maybe 8 years
PlayStation
old.
would have paid Take-Two for that, but I'm pretty. Are you sure? Oh yeah, I'll yield.
I'll
I don't know why, because I've been waiting because I was presuming I could play the campaign again.
It's really hit Reece hard.
Yeah, no, it's great. I was like, guys, I couldn't wait to play again. They need the sales. Do you know what I mean? Like they need the numbers.
They need the money. They need the money. Give them help the little guy, will you?
The little.
Yeah, but that's my topic. Done. I hope it made sense. Me reading out the games that have been delayed. Kind of.
Turns out I can't read. Should we risk Ash doing a segment or topic or should we risk it?
I can keep it nice and sweet, and I don't know if our viewers would be able to notice there. My volume, my audio is coming out a lot better now because halfway through Brad's segment, I realised my mic weren't plugged in.
Yeah, so I did think that it sounded a bit.
We're professionals. We're professionals. Yeah, it was just going through the MacBook Pro. Yeah, I looked down. I was like, "What's that wire?" And then it turned out to be.
I was thinking you sound really quiet and you was moving it closer and he wasn't changing.
But we was lying to you. We was like, that's better, mate.
Is this better now? Is it?
Classic British way. Is that better? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I can only apologise for on the behalf of Reece for not telling me. Anyway, so my topic, which I'm going to try and do from last week, is a game I really like, and I think a lot of people like it because the scores on it are really high. Maybe it's because it's been reviewed a fair few times, but it's always 9.8, 98%, positive. And that's Detroit Become Human. I didn't play this when it came out.
I was going to say period. I just not played it.
I didn't play it. I've heard really good things. No, I didn't play when it first came out. I waited till it was actually free on the PlayStation Store, like a lot of the games I fall into, which I end up really enjoying. It's basically I won't spoil the story for you, so I'll just give you a brief rundown of it. You play as two protagonists. Can't get that word out there. Protagonists, and basically you're so it's set in the not so distant future, and there's cyborgs, and they do everything for us. So really, we become a bit of a lazy society. All the manual labour is done by cyborgs.
Are they androids or cyborgs?
Sorry, and androids. Yeah, what's a cyborg then?
Half human, half
like the Borg. Yeah, sorry, androids.
Yeah,
and they start having their own thoughts and feelings. So, and they call them deviants. And at first it's only a few, and they start dealing with them as it happens. But you kind of play as kind of like the Messiah. You start speaking up. You go through some trauma at the beginning of the game. Again, it's hard to talk about it without spoiling it. I know it's an old game, but I don't want to spoil it because it's a really good game to go into. You start playing as like the Messiah. So everybody starts listening to you, and there's kind of uprising. And I suppose at the end of the day, it's kind of it kind of tells us, to be nice to each other. I know that sounds really wanky. It does sound really wanky, but it's a really good. There's a lot of twists and turns in it. I know it is. There's a lot of twists and turns in there, but you think the story's going one way and it goes completely other. But
okay, cool.
It's good if you like. It's kind of like a role-playing game. So you do walk around and you solve
a David
lot of
Cage
puzzles.
game, right?
Exactly that, yeah. So it's that sort of style. But if you're into puzzles and you're into a really good story, it's basically like sitting there and playing an interactive film for 7 hours. But it's got replayability as well because there's multiple different endings of how the story can turn out. Three different people. You've got Cara, who's she was like a carer, and you start looking after a child who's getting abused, so you end up looking after her. You play as Connor, who again is I'd probably say the main protagonist. He's the one who becomes the Messiah, and you play as the cop. I can't remember the cop's name, but he's an android and he's trying to work to solve the deviant problem. But again, you go through some emotional trials in that game, and you might start thinking, hold on, maybe these deviants ain't so bad. Maybe I'm the problem. But yeah, it's a really good game, and I seriously recommend getting into it. I think you can pick it up for like peanuts now.
It was in
PS Plus.
PlayStation Plus, wasn't it? Yeah. So it's in my library.
That's where I got it from.
Is it also in the collection? I want to say it's in the collection. Is it not?
It is,
no, it's not. Okay.
No.
I've got it from PS Plus as well. I've not played it.
Honestly, it's a really good game. It's one of those games I got into so much. So I went to work and I was telling the guys about it, and I was like, "Oh, we're not going to play that." But honestly, look up the Metascore for it. It's everybody who's played it has enjoyed it. But like I say, as long as it's not an action game. You ain't going to sit there button mashing, trying to get everything. Yeah. Trying to get
it's just being in the mood for that type of game. Like I've played Heavy Rain. I've played Beyond Two Souls, which is their previous 2 games. I enjoyed both of them, and I think what's the other one? Supermassive's game.
Jason.
What?
Jason.
I don't get that reference.
That's Heavy Rain.
Yeah, Heavy Rain.
Oh, I haven't. See, I've tried to play Heavy Rain. I didn't enjoy it, but I did enjoy this game.
Yeah. I tried to play Heavy Rain back in the day, and I had like an unofficial PlayStation 3 controller and didn't really like have the motion. So the bit where you had to shave and you had to control up and down, I couldn't do it. Turn it off. Just left it.
I didn't put it in my library. What a knobhead. It's not here.
I'll tell you one bit you can do on it, which is pretty fucked up. So when you play as Kara, who's like the carer for a little girl, you can, spoiler, this isn't what most people do, you can let her father just beat the shit out of her and kill her. She's only a little one. And then you're like, well, that story's done. I ain't got to worry about that story anymore. And you just carry on with the other 2 stories. But yeah, it gets heavy.
Yeah.
But
Dying Light was the other game I was trying to think of that's similar.
Dying Light, what one's that?
Is it Dying Light?
No, Dying Light's the one with the zombies, isn't it?
Horror game, Dying Light, yeah.
What am I thinking of? The one where it's like the horror thing, like the teenage.
In the woods. And there's a clown. I can't remember what it's called. You played that, Ash? You played that one. There's got like a clown. There's a clown chasing people around trying to kill them. And it's got the bloke from Bohemian Rhapsody in it.
Dead by Daylight.
No.
Let's move on.
This is terrible, yeah. Brad, look that up and let me know what it is, and I'll tell you if I played it or not.
Okay. I was going to say, Ash, I'll play. This ain't a game, but I'll play Detroit Become Human when you start watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So.
I've watched 2 episodes.
You're not supposed to watch 2 episodes. You always watch like 14 seasons, like I did, back to back.
That's a lot of time I've got to put aside for that.
I can't talk to you about the Green Man. You don't know who the Green Man is. Okay,
I'll watch it. Just play Detroit Become Human. You'll all be better people.
Until Dawn is what the game's called.
Until Dawn. He's not a clown.
There's a bloke dressed as a clown trying to go around stabbing him.
Again, that game is amazing. So basically, I just want this developer to make some more games. It turns out I really enjoy them. But no, Until Dawn's amazing. Don't bother with Man of Eden.
They've done a sequel to Until Dawn.
Man of Eden, and then you've got the other one, Little Hope.
The actor with the eyebrows, wasn't it?
They're doing the Dark Pictures anthology at the moment.
There's 3 of them. We've got 1 left. I've played the other 2.
Yeah.
They weren't as good. That's my rundown on them games. They weren't as good as.
Is there another one coming out this year? I feel like they've got a game coming out soon.
It's meant to be every year, but I don't know what's going on with it now. Because you had Man of Eden, then you had Little Hope, and then the next one, it looks like you're planning some sort of military. But again, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's coming this year. I don't know why. I feel like I saw it at Xbox. Are they something to do with that? But anyway, cool. Yeah, I might give it a go. I don't think it's Bread's type of game. To be fair, Brad Moore's going to download it. Yeah. It's not enough action. Yeah. It's not Destiny enough for him. I don't think he would.
Exactly There's no space.
I didn't play Until Dawn.
Would you play it? Would you play a game like that again?
Probably not. But
no, I don't imagine you played it at all. But there you go. Anyway, you done with your segment, Ash?
That's done. Yeah, play it.
Wow, we got through it this time. Wow,
I know, right?
Yeah, and progress. And you've got a mic now. Brilliant. You're flying, mate.
It works.
Anyway, I'm going to go on to Avengers, the Hawkeye DLC, which I played this week, and talk about my impressions of the next-gen upgrade and talk about the roadmap, basically. So then if you obviously remember when I spoke about it a few weeks ago, like this game desperately needs a roadmap. We need to know what's happening. And Square Presents happened last week. And they finally announced what's coming. So thankfully, we're getting some actual just content to actually play. So in spring 2021, we've got 2 things coming. First of all, they're changing the problem that you can only have one hero in like a party at the same time. So if you want to have 4 Hulks, you couldn't do that. If one person selected Hulk, you're out of luck if you main Hulk. They're changing that now. So you can now pick whatever character you want and you can have multiple of the same thing. And they're adding some content around it as well. It's called Tacton Anomaly Event.
Is it like is it like Street Fighter where if you've got 2 Hulks in there, like one of them's got like blue shorts on and one of them's got red shorts on?
Well, yeah. If you choose different cosmetic skins, then yeah, you could have a different one if you wanted, or it could be the same. Obviously, it's up to you. Yeah.
It's going a long way gaming.
Absolutely. Yeah. The red guy. And then we've got the Red Room Takeover, which is another thing coming in spring, which is going to be a little mini Black Widow DLC, little story thing. And it's also going to add an extra element to the Harm Room, which is like this training room, like a simulation where it's normally like you kill like waves and waves of ads, but they're adding some kind of different element to it. I'm not entirely sure yet. In summer 2021, we're getting another extended to the main story called Cosmic Cube, which is coming this summer, which is just continuing the storyline really, which is also good. And we're also getting a new villain and another boss fight. And the last thing that's coming this summer is Wasteland Patrol, which doesn't sound like a patrol from like Destiny. It sounds more like a public event, or what should we call public events in Destiny? And it seems as if there's going to be like pools of enemies, and then you go to another location, there's another pool of enemies, and it's just going to be in the open world, and it's just going to randomly start. From the description, that's what it kind of sounds like. But it's another piece of content when you're going around the world, which is quite interesting. And they're also adding Omega level threat missions, which seems to be finally that kind of pinnacle stuff where you'll hit 150 and you finally got something to do and something to grind. They're also adding that in the summer. And last but not least, they're saying late 2021, so we don't know when that's going to be. We're finally getting the next expansion, which is going to be the War of Wakanda. We're going to get Black Panther as a playable character. We're going to get Claw as a new villain. He's going to have brand new faction enemies. So we're going to get a whole new enemy type. We're going to get Wakanda as like a new base, a new maps. And yeah, they seem like they're adding a lot. So hopefully by the time we get to that stage, we've got some things to do with the game.
When's Spider-Man coming out?
Spider-Man is coming out after Black Panther, they confirmed. So
after. So,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that when you jump in, Brad?
Yeah. That's when I'm in.
2024.
Yeah.
I think it's really good. I think it's really good that they're catering for like the 17 people who are playing this game. Like they're actually going to get them. They're going to actually be able to do something else with it. No, I think it's good.
I'm pleased. I'm one of them.
It seems to be like a growing trend, doesn't it? Like you release a game and you're like, oh fuck, we better make this good because people are bored. So no, I'm happy. If it gets really good, like I say, I'll pick it up. But
what are the player numbers like in it? Because that's not know. Is it really bad or?
It doesn't affect me because I don't really play the game like a looter game, and I don't see it as a looter game because it's not a looter game. Not a looter game, a live service game. It's not a live service game. I view it as like how I would view Gotham Knights. Like it's just a co-op game. I play with myself and I play with my friend Christian, and we just play together. It doesn't matter how many people are in the game, if that makes sense. So
I observe it as I would a brick. Like that can be useful.
It was marketed as a live service game, wasn't it? It was
which it shouldn't have been. I think that was the problem. I think it should have been marketed similar to how Gotham Knights is being marketed. It's not a live set. We're not a live, and same as Outriders. Outriders saying we're not a live service game. They've quite clearly said we're not, and this is what Avengers has done. It was just marketing it all wrong because it's not.
They wanted to tap into two markets, and they're not one of the ones that they're claiming to be, and therefore.
Exactly, yeah. They're turning into like this weird hybrid thing where they're not pleasing either audience, and they should have just gone one way. Because the story of, obviously, you can take my opinion with pinch of salt because I really like it, but the story campaign is really good. It's just a really good like Avengers story that's like almost single player. And if they did it almost like the Ghost of Tsushima thing, where it's like we've released this single player Avengers game. Oh, here's this free add-on for multiplayer at the end. I'm sure the perspective of it would be completely different because people are like, wow, we're getting this free extra stuff. But it's just because it got sold as this live service thing, and there's been delays after delays because we've finally got Hawkeye, which obviously came out last week. That's supposed to come out in December. So they're taking them too long to do things. Obviously, maybe COVID's affect things and they've had a lot of problems. But
developers playing Minecraft.
Yeah, they played other games and not getting their finger out their ass. But yeah, no, it's really, really fun. Going on to my impressions of the DLC, it's really fun. It's really short. It took me about 2 hours to complete, which obviously I guess is a problem with the game, that it just there's about 4 missions and then you end with a boss fight and that's it. What I did play with it, once again, is just really fun. I quite enjoyed fighting Maestro at the end. The visuals of the upgrade for PS5 are really impressive. It's just as impressive as Destiny was when we did that. Seeing it in 4K 60s, improved lighting. Probably the most notable thing is the load times, because the load times were disgusting on PS4. Like that load screen where you saw the characters just posing, and that was just hot. It's gone. They don't even do that. You just load and you're in. Another great thing about it, unlike Destiny, is that you have to like log back in every time you go for Destiny. Like if I turned it on right now, it would just still be in the pause menu and I could just play it instantly, which is really good. The controls, they've added haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. I don't know if I like it. It's a little bit, you've got to get used to it. And I've seen some people on Twitter say they don't like it. And I kind of get why, because the game's kind of like, wow, Christ, this is unbelievable. The game
I'm going. He's back. He's back again.
Oh, wow, there he is.
Oh,
He had to go slap him. He had to go slap his missus about.
Well, what happened?
I was just checking what was happening, but nothing was happening. Yeah, I'm in a new room. I just don't think it's got as good reach up here. Not my right hand, the internet.
The problem with adding adaptive triggers to it is when you've got a button mashy type game where combat is really quick, and then all of a sudden you've got something that's resisting you to go quick. It's a little bit odd, and it gets something to get used to. So I've always done like you're right, Ash?
Yeah, no, Brad's making me laugh because he's gone again.
He's frozen. It's almost like I've done a complete regret. We wanted to add to like Destiny for Bungie, and I've just now, you're fucking up my segment, Brad. What's going on?
I'm just
like,
sitting
it's kind of gone.
I'm going to just sit here really still so you won't even notice when I freeze out.
Forget about it. No one cares about Avengers. Let's move on.
No, we do.
No,
I do. I do.
Like, obviously, I know our listeners care about it. So yeah, you go in and you do.
I want to know what the DLC is going to be for Black Widow.
Black Widow.
It's going to, yeah.
It
was going to be, yeah.
Yeah, the Red Room takeover. It's just a little short. It's probably not going to be much. It's a little short story. It's going to probably be just one mission, maybe 2. Oh. Each character has already, from the main story, like the end game quotes, already had like 2 missions individually. So when you're like leveling them up, they have their own mission, and at the end of doing their mission, you get like a exotic armor piece for that specific character. So Black Widow already had 2 missions, and I think it's just extending on that really, which is quite good.
Oh, nice.
I know you enjoyed the game. It's good, and I could definitely agree with you. Like the marketing and like the reviews that are coming out, everyone was slating it, saying that you have to buy all the skins if you want to have them different outfits and all that. And it's put a lot of people off. Everyone was kind of like,
which is not true.
Yeah, it's like a done game, like you do it and there's not really anything to do. And yeah, I know that's what put me off as well. At one point we thought we was going to get a free code. It didn't happen. But yeah, I won't go into it. It's
yeah. The thing with all the cosmetic stuff, most of it, you can pay. There's a store. Every looter game, all these other games are always going to have a store. You can't blame them for adding the store. But most of the stuff you can get, there's obviously there's vendors within the game, and you can use in-game currency that you're earning all the time. And because obviously there's nothing really to spend much on, you have so much of it. Like I have thousands, and I could pretty much buy any outfit I ever want that's in the store, and it rotates daily or weekly, however frequently it is. And another actually update, adding MTU inspired outfits moving forward as well, which obviously is an easy money grab. And that's the thing that they need to start doing, because the MCU is so popular. Like they need to plan, like for example, we just had WandaVision. Why Wanda planned to be like an add-on during this period of time? Yeah. Why now Falcon and Winter Soldier now not planned to be? Do you know what I mean? Like planning for when the movies come out, like when the next Doctor Strange movie comes out, put in Doctor Strange. Bang! Here's Doctor Strange with this movie tie-in. It's such an easy money grab for them.
They can't get out what they said that originally planned on time. So
exactly.
Adding all this other stuff on, I don't think it's not going to happen, is it? So
absolutely.
It's got its fan base still. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. end of that segment. Anyone got anything else to say about it? Nothing?
No, not really. No. Maybe they could release some DLC where the Hulk finally smashes the Black Widow, because they left that out. They, that didn't happen in the film, did they? They just, they, I'm just trying to fucking help the game out. I'm trying to bring more people into it.
That's not what
that's not.
That's not what
was
he
it
means
not?
when he says
I
Hulk
searched
smash.
it.
No.
I searched it on the internet. That's the wrong thing.
Once again, wrong game. Anyway, Brad, you're going to do your segments?
My segments, yeah. So what is it? Whoa, hey. Segments.
Segment, corner, van.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're calling it this week. Something weird.
I just want there to be a noise.
Well, I don't think.
Yeah, we got a jingle. You've the production has gone down.
Yeah, I need to kind of
get sampled, mate.
Set like an actual proper jingle up, because I just don't. I don't have one. But yeah,
and then you speak while you try and find it.
I have got my segment.
Our listeners are not going to notice.
Actually, the guys, like, my voice is soothing. It's so.
Still going.
Let me just look in. I'm just looking at some. I'm just finding stuff.
Fucking hell! I could have gone on YouTube and found it by now.
Yeah. So this it's this day in gaming. So let's enjoy that. When do we enjoy it? When are we enjoying it? So let's start again. Reece should cut that. And I'm like, yeah. Thank you, Reece. It is time for my segment, and it is this day in gaming. I had to look so far back in my history.
It cut out halfway through as per normal.
It did. I put it on. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, because I was supposed to put it on the wrong one. Reece, it is time for my.
Are we doing this again? This is really bad.
Hold on.
Yeah, Reece, I'm sorry, mate. You got a lot of editing to do today. Okay, so
I'm fucked for the rest of the day, aren't I now? Jesus, that's my day.
As always, we're gonna do a few. Not always. The last few weeks, done a few little questions. See if you guys can guess the game. So far, Ash's guessed one right. Brad's guessed one right. Reece is sitting at 0.
Yeah. We have to bring that up again, don't we? Yeah.
Okay, so this particular game was released on the 22nd of March, 1996. Okay, so
I was only 3.
Yeah,
it's a hard one for me.
So it's a third-person survival horror game.
Resident Evil.
So he's fucking got it. He's got it already. I don't know all these questions, Reece, and you just.
You can't fucking ruin it.
I was going to say it's made by Capcom, known as Biohazard in Japan. But yeah, Resident Evil. Released
I would have got it at that bit. When you said Resident Evil, I would have gone Resident Evil.
1996 in Japan. So that's So this week in gaming is Resident Evil.
Jill Sandwich.
I'm now joined top.
Yeah. So you're all on one now. So it's. I've played the remastered one that came out on the GameCube. I never played the original PlayStation one because
Brad's gone now.
Perfect timing.
Oh, here we go. It was.
Reece, you need to dash a cup of water over your camera or something, because we've all been there.
Right. Should we just mute? Can you mute Reece from here?
No, I'm host.
No, it's gone.
I've not played the original on the PlayStation. I played the original Resident Evil 2 on the PlayStation, but I got too scared and I turned it off. And I still haven't gone back to the remake of Resident Evil 2, and I started that in January. So but yeah, everyone knows what Resident Evil is: third-person survival, fixed camera, so it can be a bit clunky. Not only zombies in there, obviously you've got giant spiders. Was there a snake in the first one? I think there's a snake.
Not the first one. I think.
Oh, okay. You've got some jangly big. What's that? There's a woman walking around with chains and shit. She's there.
She was the experiment of their daughter, weren't she?
Yeah. So you got that.
Crest.
And I think it's one of the famous things that Ashley mentioned when they translated the into English. It just kind of.
Yeah, didn't really make sense.
So yeah, what was the guy's name who said Jill Sandwich? He's in a few of them.
Was it Brad? Brad something.
It might be Brad. Yeah.
Anyway, she nearly gets crushed by an elevator, and he goes, "Wow, Jill, you nearly got turned into a Jill Sandwich."
Yes. So yeah, it's famous that the translation wasn't good, but it's spawned obviously loads of sequels. A pretty shitty movie franchise, which apparently they're rebooting. So I think that'd be pretty cool. Remakes on the GameCube of all. I don't know why they done that. Obviously, there was a prequel, Resident Evil 0. I think I've played 0, 1, and that's it. I haven't played any others. So I know Ashley's our resident Resident Evil correspondent. So
cheeky bastard. I've played 0, 1, 2, 3. I haven't played 4. Well, I have played 4, but I didn't complete it.
Yeah, and that's
I'm waiting for the I'm waiting for the remake. Yeah, I'm waiting for the remake. I got halfway through it, and then I got to a Chainsaw Man. I couldn't beat him. I
take it 1's been remade. The remake of 1.
It got remade on GameCube.
2017 or something. On PlayStation 4 as well.
Okay.
That was on Plus a few years ago.
I've got that.
That's my library. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got that.
As I said, picked up 2 early in the year when it was on sale. It's good so far. What I've played of it. I played 5. Me and my mate played 5 years ago, and it just wasn't very fun. I don't know. 6 got better, but then 7 was one.
Oh, 6 had a fucking T-Rex zombie in it. 6 wasn't very good at all.
Zombie, you know what I mean? It's just and then 7. I think that's when it started to get good again.
Did it really?
Yeah, it generally did. Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah. But that was this week's This Day in Gaming. Yeah, one apiece now. You've all got one apiece. So
nice. Bradmore, I'll take it. You've played it. You're a fan of Resident Evil. Have you played it?
No. I was a late bloomer. I really got into Resident Evil with.
Well, what about Resident Evil though?
Biohazard.
You said you were late bloomer.
Yeah.
Late bloomer.
Yes.
This episode is a shambles.
Brad's
this episode is just a shambles.
Yeah, no. If anyone's watching this, we apologise, and if anyone's listening,
we're going to pick it up.
Apologise even more. So
well, we're going to be cheeky. If you're listening to this and you listen this far, can you like and subscribe to the video, please, and give us a 5-star review for this madness because we need it. You can tell.
We
There'll be none.
Yeah, nice review.
In 10 weeks' time, when we do episode 50, we're going to do something special. It's going to be a big one. Yeah. We're going to be pulling out all the stops. We're going to be.
You're actually going to have a soundtrack this time? You're going to bring a full.
Production value is going to be out through the roof, mate.
Wow.
Through the fucking roof. We're going to have to get a mortgage. Yeah. And at the moment, it's not easy. Trust me, I know.
Ashley's actually going to plug in his mic from the beginning.
I'm going to maybe. I don't promise anything. I'm going to try.
Yep. We're actually going to fix our internet.
Maybe one day we can all meet up and do the podcast together, and there won't be any problems because we'll be going off of one, camera.
It would be
That'd
good,
be nice.
But at the minute, that's illegal.
Yeah, well, I'm saying in the future, not now.
Don't break the law.
All right, so
stay safe.
Fucking hell. Take the NHS.
What was Brad?
Anyway, Brad, carry on, mate.
Yeah, video games.
Resident Evil 1, I must have not had a memory card or something because I remember playing the start of that game about 50 times and never getting anywhere in it. I don't know if it was really hard or what. But I remember one bit where I was walking around the house and I remember the footsteps being way too loud when you're walking through the wooden floorboards. It was
they done that on purpose to shit you up.
It was really loud footsteps. And then I get chased by some cunt upstairs and I died every time.
Trying to fucking eat me. Fuck off, mate. Got nothing on the plate without you.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't find this blue key.
I just felt like I was in the first quarter of that game a lot. And then I was just like, go. And I didn't play anything again until Resident Evil 7.
Yeah. So, wow, you went from 1 to 7.
A lot of people picked it up from 7 though, because 7 was such a good game, and you didn't have to.
It was standalone as well.
It didn't tie in. It didn't tie in too much.
Obviously, there was references in it, I think, but it was kind of like a standalone.
7 was sick, unbelievable. So good.
7 was amazing. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the new one.
When's
that coming out, Brad?
What, 8?
You're good at these things, yeah.
Resident Evil 8.
Come. You should know this off the top of your head.
It's coming out in May.
I thought it was May. Is it May 5th?
I'm not sure the date. It's definitely coming out in May.
Yeah.
We're actually going to have a new game to talk about that week.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Are you all going to play it?
I'm going to be the only one playing it. Yeah.
No, I'm not playing it.
It's only going to be me.
I need to keep Avengers player base up.
Yeah, that's
true. I'm the only one.
If you come off, there's only going to be 15 people.
Yeah, if I come on, all that DLC will be cancelled because they ain't got the players. So yeah, keeping it going. I think Brad Moore will play it. You going to buy it, Brad?
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to find I'm on the PlayStation Store now, but I can't see the list.
Oh, he's playing Destiny. This is what he does throughout the period. He goes quiet throughout periods. He's like, what's he doing? He's playing Destiny.
Oh, it's the 7th of May. There you go.
7th. I was close.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, I'm definitely, for sure, 100%. I'm getting that.
I was even going to buy the special edition, like the super special edition, like the £200 one, but I didn't get to it in time and it sold out.
Wow. What'd you get with that?
It comes with like a little statue.
Free zombie.
Yeah, free zombie.
A real life zombie.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it definitely come with a statue and like a steel case and that, but I didn't look at it again. Once I found out I weren't getting it, I was like, I'm not going to look this up because it's just going to be depressing.
Cool.
Yeah. I've just realised guys. I've got sorry, Red.
Sorry, I love the way that they do the titles as well, like how they put the number in the headings. I swear that's how they name their games because they've got Village and it's VILL, so it's like
they have to be able to fit it in.
Yeah, they only called it Village because it aligns with the Roman numerals.
You're in a castle. You're not even in a village, so. But Resident Evil Castle wouldn't have worked.
Yeah. It's great.
I just looked, and we will be recording our 50th episode on someone's birthday.
It ain't mine.
My birthday.
Whose birthday?
Oh, right. Oh, it's his.
My birthday.
Your birthday?
Yeah. Actually, we probably won't. No, will we? Maybe. Don't know. Yeah.
Wow, that was so stupid. Another part needed to be cut out.
I was hoping that maybe Resident Evil 8 launched around about the time we were recording, but no, it's like a few weeks after. So
cool.
Yeah, didn't happen.
Shall we talk about what we've been playing this week?
Yeah, I'll start.
All right.
No, you won't.
Go. Nothing.
Nothing.
Wow.
Gaming podcast.
Sorry, guys.
Once again, brilliant.
Busy.
Ash, have you actually played any games this week?
I've been playing games like a fucking mad dog, mate. I've been playing so many games. Now, by that I mean I've been playing 2 games, but I've really enjoyed them. So, do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it, mate.
Yeah, so I've been playing. I can't remember the fucking name of one of them now. What's that zombie game I've been playing? What I talked about the last couple of weeks with the bike man.
Oh, Days Gone.
Playing Days Gone. That's good.
This episode. Oh, wow.
Listen. I can't be expected to remember everything. I'm dyslexic.
I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
Is that a problem?
Definitely. I'm really enjoying that. The story's picking up. But I accidentally heard something which has pissed me off. I've heard it ends on a cliffhanger, and I'm like, now I've got to fucking slog through it, and it might not even get a decent ending. And I've also made the other cardinal sin of starting another game while currently playing a game. So
guys I work with just don't play any games.
Yeah, that's what I should do, and then I don't have to worry about completing them. And one of them I'm definitely not going to complete because it's massive. So I've been talking to the guys at work, and they're playing No Man's Sky. So I was like, I'll give it a go. Ooh. And fuck me, is that a game? So I went on there, and I was like, this is hard. I've got to try and survive on this planet, and I'm freezing to death. And I was like, I'm in a spaceship. Oh, this is cool. And then I'm like, wow, this is actually really good. And then I went and found another planet, and I set up a little base, and I was like, this is amazing. But it's one of those games, every time I turn it on, I have a game plan in my head, what I want to do. I turn it on, and as soon as you start your ship, you're like, fucking hell, there's so much to do. It's mental how big that game is. I went on the star map, zoomed out. It's crazy big. There's people who've been playing that for years, and the planets are not all named. You'll go into every single star system, and there's unnamed planets because you can name your own planet, and it just stays that.
I don't think they'll ever do that because I think it's constantly growing, but there's an algorithm.
It is crazy big, but it's really good. It's one of those. It's not one of those games you can casually jump into it. You ain't gonna do much, but it's one of them you could proper sink your life into it. But no, I'm really enjoying it. You can get like mechs on it, and you can get like submarines. It has one of those games where it come out and there weren't a lot of substance to it, but there's so much to it now.
Yeah, that is the leading example of a game that come out. I can remember Reece when we used to work with each other. That was like the second. He bought 2 games that year that he pre-ordered, and he's really looking forward to. One was No Man's Sky, and one was Mafia 3, and they both just and you remember him saying like it was empty, there was nothing in there, but they've been doing is putting stuff in, fixing it.
Yeah, it's a completely different game now. Yeah,
and I'm playing it for free because I'm actually playing it on the Xbox. So there you go. There's the Xbox listeners. I'm using my console because I've got it on the Game Pass. And
no one say we don't play Xbox. I've played xCloud for half hour. Ashley's playing No Man's Sky. That's it's Xbox.
Yeah,
it's Xbox.
It's one of those games that it's just so much to do. You're like, I'm gonna do up my suit. That'll take a couple of days. Or look, I can build a base underwater. The underwater is like a whole new game in itself.
Yeah. The problem with similar to you. I think it's so daunting. I feel like you need to play with someone. Like you need to have like a group of you guys. Like we're going to build a base together. We're going to build out this plan. Because when you're playing by yourself and you're just doing these jobs, it's like, well, this is just like I feel like I'm working.
Yeah, it's proper grinding. Yeah.
And ideally someone. Sorry, ideally someone else who's played it before as well, like to give you some direction.
You need somebody who, because I've had to learn it all myself. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. But if you had someone there who's like, oh, if you use this and combine it with that, you'll make this stuff. That would have been a lot easier. But just going around trying to find ferrite dust, just breaking rocks down. But if you pick that up, that'd see you for a couple of years easy, and you'd constantly
like Minecraft, really. A bit like very similar to Minecraft.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, they're the 2 games I've been playing. I'm thoroughly enjoying both of them.
Yep. Cool. Talking about Game Pass, obviously Outriders got announced to be on Game Pass day one. Mm-hmm. You 2 guys with Xboxes, will you give it a go? No.
I'll be playing I'll be in the space trying to get a freighter.
I've not seen anything about it. I don't really know what it is. Maybe I'll watch some videos about what it's about, like or whatever, because I don't really know.
It's a looter game. It's like a Diablo, it's just
okay.
Yeah.
What like a top down?
No, it's obviously third person. You have abilities and stuff. You're collecting loot.
It looks like control-wise, it looks very similar to Division, right? It's like, as in
it's a lot faster. You move a lot faster because how you heal. There's not like heal gens, or you're not like regenerating health. How you heal is killing enemies. So they want you to be aggressive. They don't want you covering behind things like Division. Okay. The play style was completely different. They want you to be quite aggressive with stuff. So yeah, it's a lot faster, a lot more actiony, and it's just a looter game.
Maybe I haven't turned my Xbox on in.
If you've got a group of people to play with, it would be fun. You just need a good 3 people to play with, or 2. I think squads are 3.
Me and Brad. Yeah.
I don't actually know where all the wires from Xbox are, to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to say, before we started this podcast, you was literally lifting your Xbox up, showing us. So yeah, it's not being plugged in.
So I just don't know. Where they are. There is somewhere.
Cool. Yeah. What have you been doing this week in Destiny, Brad?
I was trying to think of that. Not a lot. It's been a bit of a nothing week. We jumped in an old raid, didn't we, yesterday? Need to finish that off today. The Last Wish.
I ain't gonna have time for that now. I've got like editing.
Editing, yeah.
Fuck it.
Brad's thing's gonna take 3 hours when he's trying to find that fucking sound clip.
Just cut it down, make it look professional.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Nothing been going on in Destiny. I haven't, nothing to report really. It's been a quiet week. I've got a new setup. Bought a new monitor. Bought my PlayStation upstairs. Got a nice little gaming room. Gonna try and get it decorated.
What Brad's doing? What he's trying to copy He's trying to copy the studio.
Yeah, it's Studio 2.0.
Yeah,
we're gonna have 2 podcast rooms.
Yeah. Kind of. I've got all sorts of lovely Destiny memorabilia. I'm not going to show that because that's going to make me look like an absolute virgin. So we'll leave it.
If you said,
we already know you got it, mate. You've said
it. I've got the picture of your setup. I'll put it on Instagram and people can judge it.
This shit. I've got
a fucking virgin.
Yeah.
What's that?
God, what's
one of those finger traps?
It's a butt plug.
What? Bloody Destiny 2.
He likes this game way too much.
That's an expert level.
It's great. It's a special edition of Destiny, right? It's a puzzle. This is heavy, right? That is like proper solid. And I don't know. There's little runes on there, and you have to. There's a puzzle.
Brad's gonna start his own YouTube channel.
And it opened up.
This is my puzzle from my game. It's heavy.
What am I doing? You're right. What am I doing? Stop it. Right.
Mate, joke, mate. I think that's well cool. If I actually cared about Destiny, I'd think I'd be all over that.
But he doesn't, so he thinks it's lame.
No, because you don't get stuff like that from games, do you? You don't get stuff like that anymore. You don't get nice memorabilia. You don't even get a fucking coloured booklet in the game case. No. It's like you bought the game, play that.
Well, you get a free zombie with yours, so I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. Have you written the notepad?
Oh, what's he got in there? What's he got in the bag? Oh, anal beads.
Beads.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what that is. Some sort of gypsy.
What monitor did you get, Brad?
I got a BenQ something.
Oh, they're good then.
Yeah, I was looking at BenQs. Yeah, when I was getting.
Yeah, it's got 144 hertz refresh, so it's good. I'm gonna get my full Crucible 120 frames.
Yeah.
It's 2K, not 4K, 27 inch But yeah, it looks really crisp actually. When I first fired it up, I was like, oh, because I got like a nice big OLED TV downstairs, and I was a little bit apprehensive. I was like, is this as good? But I've got used to it now, and it's fucking brilliant.
What's the refresh rate on it?
It's 4 milliseconds. No,
okay.
No, is that
144
feedback.
144.
Sorry,
See,
that's pretty good.
This when I was looking, I wanted to get like a refresh rate of 144 and 4K, but
you can't get.
You just couldn't do it. I had to. If I wanted 4K, I had to go for a smaller refresh rate. So I think mine's got 80.
Yeah, I think there's only like one display at the moment that does both, and they're mega expensive.
I didn't want to go
all sold out.
2K. Yeah, I didn't want to go 2K. I wanted 4, but it's either because Reece was like, you want to get 4K, you want to get and all that, and I was like, you can't. At the minute, you just can't get both. It's either you have the refresh or the 4K. So yeah.
And you need the port as well. You need the 2.1 HDMI.
Exactly. Yeah. So
otherwise, it's not going to work. It's pointless.
But definitely 27 inches more than.
That's just software, though, isn't it? The port. They could upgrade that at any point they want.
Now, can they really?
Yeah, it's just software. You can literally any HDMI port is just it can be turned into a 2.1. It's just whether they roll that software out, they probably won't because they're like, buy a new TV, it's better. Yeah, and then they just get more money from it.
Yeah, like I did with my TV.
Yeah, I was thinking I got my 4K monitor. It's an LG one, and I thought, when you get to the point where they're more readily available, like higher refresh rate and 4K 2.1, I'll just get another one. But at the minute, it's good. I like it.
Yeah, no, cool stuff. Cool stuff. I'm kind of a little bit jealous of these little gaming setups.
Yeah, talking about interior design, I can't do anything with mine because I'm in the craft room, which I'm not allowed to change, and it's just got all my clothes in it. So, that's a little peek behind the curtain there, the iron curtain.
You can see me. I've got my memorabilia. I've got a spare chair. I have Sopranos.
Yeah.
There.
I have nothing.
I've got my setup.
I feel like we've waffled on long enough. Do you want to tell the guys where they can like and subscribe the podcast?
Yes,
then we'll go on to...
can like and subscribe on Instagram, Twitter, which is at PTPlayerspod. Facebook is the Part-Time Players Podcast. YouTube is Part-Time Players Pod. The Part-Time Players, is it? I always forget what YouTube is. It is, yeah. Yeah, and if you want to send an email, no one ever, or a few people have, like back in the day, but it's ptplayerspod@gmail.com.
If you want to send an email just saying Brad Moore's a scruffy fucker, I'll be happy with it.
Yeah.
Just send it
We've
in.
Been getting a few comments on YouTube. One of them, I can't recall the guy or girl's name, but it was like a VR video, so that was cool. People interacting. That's what we really do like, when our listeners and viewers interact. So
I'll look that name up next week. I'll give you a shout out.
Yeah,
I think it was VR Babe. I think it was VR Babe. Or something
VR
like
Babe, okay, yeah.
Normally, I would think that one's not real, and they're just trying to get my details.
Yeah. That's what I usually put into Google when I'm looking for VR content, but sweet.
I wonder if that's a category.
I'll
do some research. I'll do some research. I'll let you know next week.
Let's not go into this.
Yeah.
So if you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, which we know a few of you do because we obviously look at our stats, please leave a review and a 5-star rating. We're only interested in 5. If you want to put anything lower than 5, don't bother. It helps us grow.
Groot.
Groot. Yeah, Groot.
I am Groot.
Yeah. It helps us grow. And it just helps us. So like us, subscribe, notification
like
bell
us
on YouTube, like us in general. If we start getting some real reviews on Apple Podcasts, you never know. I might start playing games again. Don't know.
Yeah, you can actually make an effort.
Yeah,
sounds will come back. Games will come back.
Yeah.
Also,
I did see on our stats that we've had a few more downloads in America. We've had a couple in New York, Missouri. So over a few different. Michigan, we had one in Michigan. Maybe it was Detroit. Maybe maybe it was Detroit. You don't know.
No, become human. I'm going to Florida hopefully the end of the year. So if you want, we can do a PT meetup. I'll rent out a big room. Probably have hundreds of people come in. I can sign some stuff. We'll sort it out.
I wonder whether he was going there where he said he had a room.
A big room. I'll look up some categories.
He'll have a fucking wand ready for him.
I'll be in America in the year as well. I'll be, I'll be in Vegas and New York. So
yeah, you can rent out a room as well for the hundreds of fans we got.
Wow.
Brad, I'm going to buy that for Brad for the room.
We're doing a tour, PT Players Tour of America.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I'm not even. That just gets my hopes up way too much.
Yeah.
If we went, we put all this money out, we put thousands and thousands towards it, and not one person turns up. We try to tell us.
We get a holiday out of it, I suppose.
Yeah.
We put it on the business expenses.
Yeah.
Brad's card.
At the minute is the business expense at the moment is mine and Reece's bank account. So
I was thinking just your bank account, but yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. Follow us at all those places, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Thank you.
All that jazz.
Yeah. Anyway, Brad, do you want to give us a little quick update where you are with the MCU before you jump out?
I'd bloody love to. So, these guys are about to talk on the new series that dropped this week. So I'm still catching up. And this week I did Black Panther, Spider-Man Homecoming, and Doctor Strange. So I've crammed 3 in. So, yeah, they were. I felt like they were just getting them out of the way so I can crack on with Ragnarok and Avengers, Infinity War and Endgame. And I did kind of feel like I got them out of the way. And I didn't think any of them... Spider-Man was really good. I thought Black Panther was... it was good. It was really good. Black Panther was a bit meh. I didn't really like the storyline that much. It didn't really grip me. It wasn't that interesting. Doctor Strange is a little bit better, but I thought I'd enjoy that a bit more. But it was all right. It was all right. The special effects were unbelievable. The characters, the acting in it was really good. It was a bit more interesting. But again, I just felt like I'm just getting out of the way so that I can crack on with the real deal.
You're so close now.
Spider-Man Homecoming. Yeah, I am very close. Yes, I'm going to be watching Thor Ragnarok later on today.
Oh, such a good film.
So yeah. And then after that, I've just got Ant-Man versus Wasp.
No, I think you've skipped that, haven't you?
No. That's the one. That's the last one before.
Yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp leads into Infinity War, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I can't even remember what happens in
I thought like Ragnarok leads into it.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
but
it does probably narratively.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, that is...
Oh, yeah, it's quite a big deal. Yeah, no, I do remember.
And the order you're watching in, Ant-Man versus Wasp is definitely the film that you're supposed to watch before Infinity War.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine, fair enough. Can't remember what happens at the end of that.
So yeah, I think I'll be at Endgame this time next week, which I'm buzzing for. So I'll be giving you my thoughts. I haven't really got fuck all to say about Black Panther and Doctor Strange, but I feel like next week I have a lot to say, lots to talk about.
Yeah, no, it's...
Wait till Brad Moore's gone and then we'll remind you of it.
Yeah.
Okay, because I feel like I want to say something about a post-credit scene which happens, which is after the events of Infinity War.
Yeah, so that's, kind of, yeah. So maybe it's Infinity War and then... Yeah, no, I think it's Infinity War, then Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, it's not, it's definitely Ragnarok and then Infinity War. It's not between those two.
Yeah.
On Disney Plus, it tells you...
They're fucking wrong.
All right.
Watch Infinity. Yeah, because if you watch Ant-Man and the Wasp before Infinity War, like say there's a post-credit scene, you're going to be like, So Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
In timeline-wise, it might be taking place at the same time.
I think it's running parallel. So
does it matter that much?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. In terms of watching it, I would watch Ant-Man and the Wasp after Infinity War.
Yeah.
Okay. Noted.
Yeah, Ragnarok, Infinity War, because what Reece said, they just kind of like ends and then it ends again.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
You dipping out for Falcon?
All right. How was Falcon? Just spoiler free. Was it good?
It's so good, mate. I tell you, I'm still. You can watch it, and it's the best thing I've ever watched. My eyes are bleeding. Yeah,
that sounds so sarcastic.
My ears were bleeding.
No, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I would say it was good.
Yeah.
Not great, not amazing, not meh. Just good.
That's kind of my review of Doctor Strange. I thought it was good.
The biggest problem I think it has, and this is not spoilers, And I guess that's what the trend of the whole show and the theme of the series is going to be. They're kind of like B characters, if that makes sense. And there's no offensive to Winter Soldier or Falcon, but they're B characters, which have been in the shadow of another character. And then making them the two main characters and them not doing anything interesting like they did with Wanda. And it's just like an MCU movie with B characters. It's almost like, okay, well, this is fine. Nothing wrong with it, but there's no A character. There's not a, do you know what I mean? So that I think that's the biggest problem, but I'm sure by the end they will be.
Yeah, maybe there is an A character in it at the end of the episode. An A character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Anyway, spoilers. Okay, maybe we've already gone into spoiler territory already, but I will do a little quick recap of episode 1. And like I said, I think that is probably the theme of the entire series, is them kind of accepting who they are, or accepting Falcon, almost accepting that he's going to be the new Captain America, and Winter Soldier kind of accepting that he was an assassin and a murderer. Yeah.
Douchebag.
Exactly. So I think the first scene, the opening scene, is probably the best scene in the whole series, in the whole episode. Sorry, is Falcon's
the action scene.
The action scene with Falcon, which was very Winter Soldier. Do you reckon, with the way he jumps out the plane?
Yeah, the same bad guy in it as well, Batroc the Leaper. That's the guy from Captain America 2, isn't it? So
yeah, Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
Who is it?
French guy, yeah.
Oh,
It's a French guy on the boat,
Yeah.
He's a knob.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought that was the best scene in the thing in the entire episode, to be fair, and I really enjoyed it. Falcon's kind of decided that he's not worthy, I guess, to be the new Captain America, and he gives up the shield, gives it to the American government, I suppose, and they put it in a museum.
Yeah, they put it in the Smithsonian. So yeah.
Okay.
Put it in the museum. Yeah.
Yep. Cool. And there's a group of people, or whatever you want to call them, terrorists, or I don't know what you want to call them, but flag smashers. Yeah, they preferred the world when the blip happened, or whatever they want to call it now, because the borders and stuff. I think it's getting a little bit political. Falcon tries to help his sister out to get a loan with family business. I think is it family business, her business? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, like a boat in that house.
Family business. Yeah, they both. Yeah.
Struggling, and Bucky, what's going on with him? He's having nightmares still about his time when he was Winter Soldier, and he's seen a psychologist, he's seen a therapist, and
which is part of his pardon. Like, apparently, it sounds like he has to have that.
He has to clock in with her and have a chat to make sure he's not going to go fucking murder people all over again. She's fair, really. She's fair.
He's fair. I feel like in real life, he probably would be locked up, even though he was brainwashed. I don't think.
But Captain America's like, he's all right. Listen, he's been through a lot. He's my mate. Leave him alone. And
is he not a futurist as well? Like after Civil War, did people forgive him?
Yeah. I think because he helped out with Wakanda, he helped out with a big battle, didn't he? I saw him with his big machine gun shooting a couple of those aliens. So they're like, fair enough.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, and he refers to that, didn't he? He said like he's always. Like he's never stopped fighting. He's always been fighting for 90 years. He's been fighting, and the only time he was at peace was when he was in Wakanda. When he was recovering. That was the only time he.
Axing? Was he axing? I feel like when they went and saw him, he was like chopping trees.
He was like
just chilling out. He had a little cabin.
He had a cool like blanket over him.
Yeah, and
he didn't have his arm, did he?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he didn't have an arm.
Wasn't he?
Anyway, the episode ends with the government announcing a new Captain America. I think it's John Walker. I think the guy's name. I think it was like a thing in the comics as well.
Right.
And Falcon sees it on the TV and he has his head.
That new Captain America looks like the fucking weirdest look. I know you can't really see all his face, but he just looks fucking weird.
I like the way they've put the ears, so his ears are flattening down. I think they've obviously done it on purpose, didn't they?
He looks like someone. Like a parody of Captain America, like
you go to Disney World and he's knocking around.
It doesn't look right. It doesn't.
That'd be quite funny if that actually is. It's like they just got an employee out of Disneyland who is Captain, and they're like, "Do you want to be in TV show?"
Who is this guy? Is he just like a normal guy? Has he got like any sort of super power?
No, I think he's
a normal guy. I think he's just gonna be a normal guy, and I reckon this is my theory. I know we're jumping into him early, but I reckon Hydra's behind it. I reckon they're in the government. They're going to try and make a fool of him. I reckon they're going to try and make him, a bit of a laughing stock, so they can just get over Captain America.
It's just weird.
Interesting.
I know in the comics they had you had the Captain America, and then you had someone else called US Agent, but Yeah.
But he had the same. He was actually
he was
like
good.
good.
Powered in that.
Yeah.
Did you have powers as well? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so
I agree with
it's,
Ash. I don't think this guy has powers. I think he's just a normal guy, and he's going to do all the, I don't know, all the cheesy marketing stuff like was in the
like
first
publicity and that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's.
I think he looks a little bit like the character. I saw like a thing on Twitter, did like a comparison. No, the old man from Up.
Yeah.
With the jaw, I saw someone like put
jaw,
they put like a Captain America hat on that old guy from Up, and it looks exactly the same. Look at it's quite funny.
Yeah, it just looked weird.
Yeah.
It's then what it boils down to. Falcon should have just kept the shield. You know, just kept it. Well, that's mine. He gave it to me. So yeah, it's obviously in the comics. You know, spoiler again. Falcon is is Captain America at some point, and so is Bucky. So it's
yeah. So going into obviously spoilers of your thoughts on the episode, Ash, what did you think? Did you like it? Not like it?
I thought it was all right, like you said. I ain't got a problem with, like you say, I like Falcon as a B character, but as a main character, I don't know. I wish he just had some powers, because he's good at what he does, which is flying. But when it comes to, and he's good at fighting, but when it comes to him like kicking people and then flying out a door, I could understand that happening when Captain America done it, because he had powers. But he's just a guy who's really good at fighting, and then I don't know. I think I wish he actually, like I say, I wish he literally had powers. But and the other thing is, he was in a unit, so there's other people out there who are like him who used to fly with those suits.
Sure.
That kind of takes it away a little bit. I'm just not a massive fan of Falcon, to be honest. Like as the character.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it can get. We've said it time and time before with Marvel. They always pull it off. It always turns out to be good.
Yeah.
So I ain't worrying about it. But if I was to take it from face value from this episode, I didn't really enjoy it that much.
I'm a little bit reluctant to criticize it because of what we said about episode one.
Exactly. We were this is shit, and then it turned out, and then by the end of it, I've really enjoyed that. I look forward to watching it every week. But I quite like the Winter Soldier. I quite like his bits. He's going through a lot of shit, which is fair enough. You want to invite him to a party, I'll tell you now, because he'd bring everyone down. He's just depressing. But again, he's good. I liked in the comics when he became Captain America, because he had the same powers as Captain America, and he had a sick head arm where he could punch through walls. But I don't know. But
I could imagine.
In my opinion, I'm holding it back a little bit, because I know it will get good. But I didn't. If I was to say whether I enjoyed this episode or not really.
Yep.
Yeah, it was entertaining for me. Yeah, it was just like watching an entertaining program. I thought it was good. Obviously, what's going to come into play as well, I reckon, the list. Bucky had a list, and Zemo was on that list. The Japanese guy, which I thought might have been one of his like World War II friends at first.
I thought that, but then I was like, he will be dead by now.
Yeah, it's the dad of the person he killed in cold blood when he was an assassin, trying to get better, try and make amends or something. I don't know, but so that list, obviously, there's going to be loads of videos of the breakdown of who everyone is on there. I've not watched them. We're not going to do that because we don't know. But I'm going to try.
It's like I'm pressing My Name Is Earl. He's going for his list. Yeah.
For this series, I'm not going to watch all the theories and everything. So I've done that for WandaVision, and then although it's not their fault, it's not the program's fault. When there weren't no really big cameos or anything at the end, I was disappointed, but shouldn't have been, because they didn't say it. It was just other people and speculation and reading into things. So I'm just gonna take this as for how it is, and then just watch it. Yeah. My expectations are a lot low for this going in already, just because I knew it was going to be basically a 5-hour MCU movie, pretty much. It's nothing different about it. So no, I'm in it for the ride, and hopefully what I'm hoping for is by the end of this series, they're going to go from B characters to A characters. One of them's going to be obviously Captain America. The other one's going to be evolved, and somehow they're going to turn into like I don't know, maybe form a new Avengers. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, because I was going to say, like, is there no Avengers now? Because obviously Rhodey was in it, so he already got like a cameo, so he was there. But there's no Avengers now. Like, Rhodey's just working for the Air Force, and Yeah,
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, who is left?
Yeah, Falcon said he's been working for the Air Force, so they're both just working for like the military. Bucky's just doing his own thing.
Spider-Man,
obviously, Wanda's off, just making up realities. Vision's dead. Spider-Man is.
He's just at school. He's just fucking trying to get through his grades.
Well, he's got all Tony Stark stuff, hasn't he? Pretty much.
Yeah, so he's there. And who else is there? Yeah, who else? Thor's gone with with the Guardians, so he's left.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's not really that many.
Yeah.
That many of them left.
What I did find very interesting.
Family.
Yeah, he's just living his best.
Is Valkyrie? Is that all the Asgardians? They're still in
Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland on wherever they were, Scandinavia.
Is it Norway? I was sure it's Norway.
No, I think it's Scotland, wasn't it? Yeah, it's Scotland.
They're there. Yeah, there's not really anyone. Obviously, Black Panther in the MCU is still kicking about. Yeah, but he's probably just being like in Wakanda. Yeah, so I don't really. Yeah, there's not really.
Yep.
Yeah,
I suppose we got. What's Monica Rambeau's character's name?
Photon.
Yeah. Well, I guess she's just left Earth.
Yeah.
And gone to visit Captain Marvel. So yeah, no, it's interesting to see where things are going to go. And like the new teams.
Nick Fury ain't even on the planet, so
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. The new Avengers. I dare say there's going to be a film with the new Avengers, so that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, seeing who's going to be.
New Avengers. Yeah, the new Avengers is Fantastic Four.
Yeah, you reckon?
See it. A New York team. X-Men, then with Spider-Man,
X-Men,
and Doctor Strange. They're all in New York.
Well, we know Kang the Conqueror's coming in, don't we? So he's going to be the next big bad.
Is that in Doctor Strange?
Believe so. Yeah, because like he is like Wanda was a Nexus being, so is Kang the Conqueror. He can just go for it. So.
Yeah. I think Wanda is. Did they confirm that Wanda's going to be in Doctor Strange?
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's going to be in it.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's going to be really good.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that movie. It's going to be really good.
So far, episode 1, good. I do like my weekly Marvel shows. Yeah.
So do I. No, they're very good. We're very we're criticizing it, but it's like the production level of these things must be so high. We almost like spoil at this stage where we're like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah. But go back like 2 years ago, we'd be like, wow, what a fucking episode, what a scene. Like you'd only ever see that in like a cinema. Okay, and now it's just, it's okay.
This ends at the end of April, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I think does Loki start in mid-May, I think.
Yeah, we got a date this week. Yeah. I want to say, is it the 21st? I don't know why I got the 21st in my head. Or maybe 17th, something like that.
I think there's going to be like a couple of weeks break between them again. So.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to the Loki one. That looks a little bit odd, a bit like Wanda.
Yeah.
And he's a bit more of an interesting character for me, personally.
Time traveling.
Have we got anything after that? I know we got this year. I don't think we've got anything else this year. I know they're working on a Hawkeye series. We're getting Iron Wars, which is obviously about Rhodey. I'm not sure what else we got.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. It's 11th of June. So, yeah, there's going to be like a pretty big break between.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, May, like, I don't know, about a 6-week break. So, yeah.
Cool. All right, anyway.
Yeah.
And that is it for this week. So thanks for listening, guys, and staying this long. This has been a very, very mad episode. Obviously, we've made it to 40. Hopefully, we can make it to 80. We'll do another 40 of these one day. What? Oh, he's back.
Hello.
You got like a sixth sense. How do you know we were done with the spoilers?
Selective listening. I could sort of hear words, but not information. I didn't piece them all together.
Fair enough.
But I heard that's it.
You come back to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Right. Well, bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Remember to like and subscribe everywhere. Bye. Thanks. Bye.
See you later.
Bye-bye.